This Nasi Lemak looks legit. It looks and smells amazing. G'day gorgeous people, welcome back to the Travelling Ulcers. I'm Tim and today I'm having lunch at the Plaza Premium Penang International Airport Lounge Domestic Terminal. So for anyone who's been to Penang will know that the Penang Airport is broken up into two sections. It is an international and a domestic terminal. I believe Qatar recently started flying to Penang. How awesome is that? And I think Cathay flies here as well. Malindo, Singapore, Malaysian, Air Asia. Yeah, so a whole gamut of Asian and Middle Eastern airlines fly into this very small and humble airport. But I am here to sample and try out the Plaza Premium Lounge. As you can see, the lunch menu looks legit. I got the naturally Nasi Lemak, but you can have noodle soup, there's fish and chips, there's fish goujons, there's a huge number of actually cooked to order dishes on the menu. It's actually really impressive. And then you also have things like porridge or congee moi and all the side condiments that goes with it. And then this, as you can see, I've got 3 baos as well. I don't know if it's sweet or savory, so I am going to assume it's sweet because it was next to the desserts and the little cake slices. I've also become addicted to canned jasmine tea. I have had this and I'm looking forward to having this. I'll probably drink a lot more of this before I leave this lounge in 2 hours time. Do not be fooled by thinking that it's jasmine tea, that it's healthy. This is Asia. It is so sweet. But seriously people, look at this Nasi Lemak. This has to be one of the best lounge food I've had in a long time. Let's hope the eating's as good as it looks. What we have here is a chicken curry. We've got kacang or roasted peanuts. It looks like hard-boiled egg that's actually been fried on the outside so it's crispy. We've got an ikan bilis sambal, naturally cucumbers, and hopefully very lemak or creamy rice. We'll see. I think I've discussed this before on how I like to approach my Nasi Lemak. I like to mix all the kacang and ikan bilis and sambal into the rice. I'm not going to do it this time because I want to taste each element separately. You all know I haven't had a good track record when it comes to eating. I've spilt food everywhere, on the floor, table, carpets, pretty much everywhere I've gone, every segment I've spilt food and drinks everywhere. I'm the clumsiest YouTuber around. Ah! Look at it. Oh, I wish you could smell that. That looks so good. I'm gonna try the rice. Let's see if it's creamy. It is. It's coconutty. It's salty. You can tell that they've added a fair bit of salt. And I can taste the pandan. Very strong. That's a good rice. Let's try the roasted peanut. Good. Not overly burnt. Very smoky. For me, what's just as important is the ikan bilis. This is so normally you have the ikan bilis, depending on where you go, separately, so it's just deep fried little anchovies, and then you'll have sambal on the side, but this is the ikan bilis sambal. 2 in 1. Efficiency. Okay, firstly, it's cold, it's salty, it's spicy. I can taste all the chili. Wow, it's really, really good. This is lounge food. Seriously, how good is this? Oh, the chicken curry. Let's try that gravy. It's light. It's not overly creamy. I can taste a lot of mustard seeds, a lot of curry powder, chili, and turmeric. If you recall, we're in the Malaysian Airlines domestic lounge in KL, and I wasn't impressed with the curry kapitan. Let's see if this chicken rendang is any good. Here's hoping the chicken is not dry. Oh, they're using this a lot of skin on the chicken, which is great, which means that it's going to keep the moisture, it's going to retain the moisture. Oh, that is not dry at all. This is good. I would pay money for this and I'd be happy. I'm gonna mix all of this together. Not on my knee because I will spill it everywhere. Before I start eating this, I had to you don't have this with Nasi Lemak, but you know how much I've missed chilies, fresh chilies, and they're serving congee on one side. So I went and grabbed a little soup bowl here of green and red chilies, which has been sitting in soy sauce. Just couldn't resist. Heavenly. As you can see, it's a big old mess. That's how I like it. Oh, I'm going to add that chili. The creaminess and the saltiness and the ever so subtle flavor from the pandan in the rice with the crunch from the peanut, the spice from the ikan bilis sambal, and the creaminess from the egg yolk. So good. Actually, it's a bit of a revelation to have a hard-boiled egg that's been fried, because the outside is it works surprisingly well. I've never thought of doing it. So in future, when I make nasi lemak at home, I'm going to be frying the hard-boiled egg. It's a stroke of genius. Before I finish off my nasi lemak, whilst I'm still a little hungry and there's still space in my stomach, I'm going to try the 3 baos. The white ones it can go either way. It could be either savoury, so something like a chicken char siu bao, and the green one, or they could all be dessert, so it could be mung bean, red bean, who knows. The white ones could be the same, or it could be 3 different ones. I don't know, they're all in 3 different layers on the steamer. Let's try it. Okay, always peel the paper off. Oop. It's quite dark, so it could be red bean, adzuki bean paste. It is. Let's try the next white one. Oh, that's sweet, but not overly sweet. It's really good. Now, quite a few people will tell you, apart from peeling just the base piece of paper, they recommend just peeling off the outer skin. I generally don't do that, but I'm just going to do it for this, because it is a little tough. Just peel that off. Sometimes they'll come off really easily. Seeing as that first white bao was was sweet, I'm also going to make the assumption that this is sweet. Very likely the same. No. So it looks like yellow mung bean. Can you see that? Probably tastes the same. No. Flavor is completely different. Not as sweet, more savory, but it's still a dessert. The steamed bun in this is a little dry and a little chewy, but I like that mouthfeel. Okay, now let's try the green one. It just looks so pretty. I love the color, because green is my favorite color. Oh. Okay, look at that. That is freaking amazing. That's shredded coconut with gula melaka. I'm going back for more. Best thing I've eaten all week. Wow. The jasmine tea is lovely. However, it has a very strong kind of sweet fragrance, almost floral fragrance to it. So if you're not into that, you may not like it. Another drink that I've fallen in love with is chrysanthemum tea, and of course, it's sweet. It is a small, compact lounge. The seats are comfortable. It is showing its age. There are a few lamps which are at a jaunty angle, and some not even working, but it's perfectly fine. Subdued lighting. I think it's perfectly fine for vlogging, of course. The gem of the Plaza Premium Lounge in Penang has to be the food. The Nasi Lemak was delicious, and the sweet baos were really good. Especially that shredded coconut with the gula melaka bao. That was incredible. I would pay good money to eat that, and I'm going to be taking all of it out of that steamer. If you're in Penang and you have a flight out of this airport, the domestic terminal, and you're sick and tired of just twiddling your fingers at the hotel, come to the airport, check in early, and come to this lounge and just eat. Skip your lunch and eat your lunch here, because what I've eaten so far, I'm really, really impressed. I am so saddened to be leaving Penang. I've had such an incredible time and experience here, met some of the most beautiful people. A big shout out to all my backpacker friends from Manchester, to my civil engineer mate from Belgium, and to my Penang family and friends. Thank you all for enriching my experience of this country/city that I already am deeply in love with. As if the food isn't good enough, the culture, the art, the architecture, the history. Wow, Penang nights, you are so lucky. Never ever get blasé about this island. Never ever get blasé about your Penang state. I love it here. I would move here in a heartbeat. Maybe I'll sell my house in Melbourne, buy some modest little shack here, and just live off the proceeds. I'd love to come back. I also have probably had some of the worst hangovers in Penang. My fault. There have been nights where I've drunk so much. To all the kiddies, don't drink. I overindulge on the sauce, but I did not rehydrate in between each drink. I think I lost count how many drinks I had on 2 or 3 different nights. I'm not in my 20s anymore. Got to remember that. Now let's have the chrysanthemum tea. I think for those who have yet to try sweetened jasmine or chrysanthemum tea, I recommend you start off with the chrysanthemum tea. It's a far easier drink to start off with. It's sweet. It's not as fragrant, florally, perfumey. I mean, I'm going to use that as an adjective. It's not as perfumey as the jasmine, so yam seng, yam cha, kampai, and sloncha. That on a very hot, humid day, really chilled cold, quench your thirst. Thank you all for joining me today. If you enjoyed this meal as much as I did, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit the bell notification and subscribe buttons below. If you've yet to visit my Instagram or IGTV, here's the address. So, till next episode, bye!